Hello, dear Scorpio. How are you? Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. Now, this is your October general and love reading, which I will be extending through my website and through Patreon. You can get the links beneath the video. Thank you so much, dear Scorpio, for your support, for your love. Let's see what's going on in the month of October. As Venus is transiting through your sign, there is a lot going on. October is the month of the retrogrades. We've got 4 retrograde planets that are going to be moving direct. So the month of October, just before your birthday, there'll be a lot that will be starting to roll. And I'd like to wish you a happy birthday if you are born in the month of October. So let's see what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. What's going on in the month of October 2021, dear Spirit, for Scorpio? We've got the King of Pentacles, so it's got a lot to do with money matters, or you're dealing with another earth sign. I mean, this is Taurus. This is usually my Taurus card. Could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that you're dealing with. Okay, this could also speak to your partnerships in business. We've got the 10 of Cups, so the seed to the reading here does speak to your happiness, or, I mean, 10 of Cups does turn into the Ace, so there's been happiness in the past. Looks like you're counting your pennies right now. So what's going on financially? Logically, the King of Pentacles is someone that's quite affluent financially. Or this is someone that you're dealing with emotionally. Someone that's quite practical, quite stable. Recent past, there's the Ace of Cups. So a new cycle. In the recent past, the potential for a new cycle. Could this be a new project, something that you're creating that could bring you a sense of, stability financially? Let's see what's on your mind. We've got the 9 of Swords, so there are a lot of worries. 9 of Swords, stress-related things going on for you. You feel as though there's a lot coming at you. This is what you're perceiving. Obviously, 9 of Swords does speak to communications, a lack thereof, or any perceptions, thoughts. Now remember that with all the retrogrades going on, dear Scorpio, especially even with Mercury retrograding in this time for most of October, you will be dealing with matters coming back from the past. Something is haunting you. Something it is that you're worried about. You're not sleeping well. What's the potential outcome? Oh my God. So we've got the Tower. And the Tower is a major shift, dear Scorpio. Now, we know that Venus transiting through your sign is about going deep, where matters concerning money and love and values. Something's changing here. Something's transforming. And your ruling planet Mars soon is to enter your sign, which a lot's going to be happening for you. A lot is going to be playing out. I do feel you will power up as Mars will enter your sign. But right now you're being very careful as Mars is transiting through Libra. And that is... something's going on behind you that you're worried about. You're worried about a shift, or, the Tower can speak to an aha moment, or something that you're going to see, something sudden. And again, this speaks to strong changes. Remember, this is the Mars energy. Let's take one card on that position straight away. We've got the King of Swords. Wow. So this is the 10th sword after that. Which this major shift is going to be hard for you, but it's going to give you another sense of a restart, a new beginning. King of Swords can also speak to legalities. So a lot is going on for you legally. You're closing up a cycle and beginning a new cycle. It can speak to business, can speak to matters of love, your emotional life as well. There's a lot of worries and legalities. King of Swords could also be another side to you or another person that's an advisor, or some of you could be cutting an air sign away from your life. What's at the bottom here? And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a lot of stuck energies. This is Capricorn, which Capricorn, that's where Pluto is. Pluto is also your ruling planet. So I feel as though you're shedding any forms of commitments that have kept you sort of stuck. This is a process that's going on. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. This is my Aquarius card. So remember, Jupiter and Saturn are transiting Aquarius. So a lot is shifting, as I said. As those planets, both those planets in Aquarius will turn direct, things are going to start happening. It's going to be a major shift. King of Swords does speak to truth, communication, standing strong concerning matters of intelligence, information. So for Scorpio, what's going on? What's the Karma Dharma for Scorpio in the month of October? And we've got the Lovers here. So it's got a lot to do with matters of love and making a choice. Now, the Lovers can speak to, yes, a very powerful connection. It is a connection that is blessed by the archangels, by God, by Spirit. You are getting uncomfortable in following your North Node concerning matters of love. I will also be taking an angel answer at the end of this reading. So do start to think of what it is you want to ask. Let's take the fortune-telling cards and see what's going on for Scorpio, please, Spirit. In the month of October. Logically, lots are going on behind the scenes as it's, October, most of October is Libra season. So the sun is, you don't know, there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that you will be finding out about probably come the sun entering your sign. And of course, when it's time for our birthday, logically with our solar return, logically the sun entering, your sign should bring clarity, healing, and a sense of vitality and happiness. Let's see. We've got poverty, so financial issues, or feeling emotionally detached, unavailable, or love has been put on the back burner. You are thinking very much about someone here, or someone is thinking about you, thoughts. Someone is thinking of radical changes in communication because maybe love has been put on the back burner, as I said, or someone, King of Pentacles could be an earth sign. Why do I get the notion that this is you? And you are sort of doing your homework here with the King of Pentacles. You're seeing if something works. Something can be practical. If something is of value for you to follow. And we've got the privileged lady. So the privileged lady is very similar to the Empress for me. So the privileged lady can speak to abundance. It can speak to someone that is very attractive in your eyes, or this is you being very attractive to someone else, dear Scorpio. It can go either way. But with a poverty card, there has been a detachment, let's say, or the inability to connect because of lots of changes going on. And again, the changes could relate to matters of having the ability to create a sense of security financially or emotionally. And we've got a message. A message comes through. Something is communicated here, which brings the ability to start something new. Remember, the King of Swords is very intelligent. He speaks his truth. He looks at, the details. This is having an understanding. The Tower is bringing a very important understanding, but also severing ties where there's been misunderstandings. Really, really interesting. Let's take another layer of tarot and see what's going on. Beneath that is the Three of Pentacles, and we see someone falling off a ladder here. Something has been trying to manifest, to expand, to grow, but there's been difficulties here, right? Difficulties in expansion. I do see that card as, someone's trying to, even where business is concerned, make it grow, but there's been challenges. Seven of Pentacles, remember, is someone looking at their investments. He doesn't look very, very secure here. He looks as though he's suffered financial loss and maybe even emotional loss. Let's look at the Ten of Cups in the distant past. So in the root of the issue here, Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords can be fights, can be truths or lack of truths. It can also speak to legalities. Again, legal issues concerning a cycle of happiness closing up here. Anything to do with business, paperwork, that's the Knight of Swords. Harsh words, bringing on an ending. Let's look at that Ace of Cups. So the recent past, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles, love may, this could be a new love, a new chapter in love. You could also be dealing with someone through work. I mean, Eight of Pentacles is Virgo, so it's all about being very goal-orientated, looking at the details, maybe even finding a new love connection through work, or someone having put in a lot of work into something new that they want to create. We know Eight of Pentacles is someone that's quite hard-working. Let's see what the Nine of Swords speaks to, because this is the position of the crowning area, and that's quite important. Let's see what's on your mind. So there's something that you're stuck on, or a relationship, a very strong sexual connection, or you're feeling stuck in a certain situation. Now, the Devil can speak to work, it could speak to career, it can speak to a toxic connection, but also a very strong sexual desire, as with the Lovers card here. So there's a lot of concern or worries. Some of you may also be stuck in the wrong love connection, or in a commitment. Of course, the worries could relate also to, your goals and your aspirations. You feel stuck. So there's lots of changes going on, lots of worries around that. Remember, the Devil is toxicity. It's toxins, it's medicines, it's drinking, it's trying to escape a difficult situation. It's very Saturnian. Let's see what this King of Pentacles is all about in the now. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Could speak to someone who travels for work. Knight of Wands is someone that's got strong desires. Could also be a connection that is at a physical distance, and there are a lot of blockages and limitations concerning connecting to someone that could be at a distance. That's why there's a lot of thoughts here. But because this is very much the Uranus card for me, as is the Tower here, I do see as an energy, the privileged lady speaks to abundance and expansion, growth, and being attracted to someone that's very magnetizing, that's very alluring, something that you really, really want, dear Scorpio. And this could also speak to fears concerning truths, relative or information not having been reciprocated with a message card, and the Tower here clearing the slate and opening the path towards what it is that you desire to manifest. Here in the now, we've got stuck energies with the King of Pentacles, but the Knight of Wands is someone that carries that torch, that desire, and running with it. Let's see why we've got the Seven of Pentacles there, which is the, it was the general energy with a card at the bottom of the deck. And it looks like you're crying over, where you've invested, which relationship have you invested in, which partnership or which career path did you invest in? Because I see you, it's as though you're counting your pennies here, and because there's so much going on here, and there's so much going on in the sign of Libra, which can speak to legalities at this time. And we're trying to come out of any limitations. I mean, I even see the mountain goat here, which is Capricorn, the horns, right? So Capricorn does speak to Saturn, and Saturn does speak to limitations, or, having those blockages. This Knight of Wands, which is usually Sagittarius, here we've got the Lion. So this is someone running with what their heart truly desires, what they love. Let's look at this, because I feel you've invested somewhere where it kept you stuck. And we've got the Six of Pentacles, so this can speak to, Six of Pentacles does speak to someone being generous, but there's stuck energies. We've got the 6 and the 7. 6 and the 7 of Pentacles, which 6 and 7 equal, it equals a 13, Scorpio. That's your energy. Something is changing, transmutating. And the 6 of Pentacles does speak to, it usually shows the scales, doesn't it? So there could be generosity or a sense of equilibrium as the shift is going to happen here. This will be the understanding or the changes, that there will be a more sense of harmony. Remember, this could also speak to a payout where you've been stuck, you haven't been paid, you've done the work, you've been working really hard, but you haven't been paid. Or this is you now investing in another situation. Okay, this is you receiving in another situation that's more harmonizing, more about balance for you. And I do feel this season of Libra, dear Scorpio, will be very important for you. With the 6 of Pentacles, it speaks to generosity. It speaks to getting unstuck. And you are, because 7 of Pentacles is like, it comes after the 6. So some of you were back and forth concerning legalities or any equal giving and receiving in relationship. It's as though you sort of overcame something that you're trying to to iron out the creases in a certain relationship, but it's no go. There's too much conflict. The 7 speaks to conflict, and remember 7, and my nose is very itchy. The 7 of Pentacles, Capricorn again. It's as though you've been limited. You've had to go through the notions, the lessons. Time was not right. You're revisiting an old situation now, maybe doing things differently, but through the help of the Tower. So we know it's a major arcana. We know that Spirit is here with the Tower. You're going through great changes, sudden changes. And there's a sense of justice and looking towards the future. This is Aquarius. Remember, King of Swords is the Aquarian energy. Jupiter is expansion. Saturn there is limiting. Jupiter now is going to turn direct. So is Saturn, so it'll get the ball rolling. Concerning futuristic matters, this is what you're going to see. You're going to get a glimpse towards the future, that there is privileges after your sacrifice. There's a 12 here, which is Pisces, sacrifice, letting go. So that's what I see here. Let's take an angel answer. Please formulate your question, and let's see if Spirit can answer that for you, dear Scorpio. And this also speaks to lots of changes concerning money, your money matters. I've never had such an itchy nose before in my life. So we know that does speak to strong intuition. So it feels as though I'm on the right track. Let's get your message from Spirit for Scorpio in the month of October. Success, and we've got an exclamation mark here. So that is a beautiful message. Thank you, dear Spirit. Let's read it. Let's read it quickly from the book. Congratulations, you are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. And if this is a relationship that you've been stuck in, maybe a wrong relationship, or maybe you've invested, I don't know, maybe 7 years in a love connection. It was all about timing. Remember that Saturn is 7, it's a quarter cycle, which does speak to 7 years, right? 7 years is a quarter of a Saturn cycle. So you're turning a different corner right now. Changes are happening. So a new sense of new beginnings. So this could speak to the success of a quarter chapter of a whole. So 7 years. 7 is very, very important concerning Capricorn energies. And 7 is also, remember, the Chariot, which speaks to overcoming obstacles, a change of home, taking charge of one's life and moving forward, right? And that could also speak to physical travel. Some of you may also be hoping, maybe you are at a physical distance to a connection, someone that you communicate with through messages, through social media. It could be that you are dealing with blockages concerning paperwork. You're hoping to travel, or you're doing the business. You're filling out forms. Make sure you check that you've done, everything correctly. Whatever it is that you're filling out here or dealing with, anything written, spoken, make sure you double check with messages sent as well, as Mercury is retrograde. But just looking at the fortune telling cards here, this does speak to privileges, expansion, growth, and abundance. Messages come through which can speak to lucrative or harmonizing energies. Your thoughts, whatever the thoughts are, this is could be a telepathic connection as well, which is what you're awakening to. All right, dear Scorpio, I will be extending this reading. As I said, I want to thank you so much, sending you lots of love, lots of light. Much love to all of you, and thank you for sharing, subscribing, liking the video, and of course, for your support through Patreon and supporting Divine Debut in whichever way possible. Thank you so much, dear Scorpio. Talk to you soon. And as I said, happy birthday to those of you that celebrate in the month of October. Talk to you soon.